Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Kiko here to talk to you guys about YCS Kansas City, why this is going to be an important YCS, and how I think people are going to do there, what I think the top decks are going to be. One reason that this is such a big YCS is because, well, first of all, of course, Billy Break's going to be there. Can he make it 3 in a row? Who knows? So we're going to see how plants do in this meta, in this YCS, even with people side decking them. Or is it going to be a thing where there's so many plants that numbers are just going to send it into the top? Who knows, but we're definitely going to find out. Also, we're going to find out if Rescue Rabbit is going to be a factor in the meta. We don't really know yet. We just haven't seen enough of it to really know. So first of all, and this lighting is bugging me. There we go. So anyway, we're going to be discussing in this video some key cards in the decks. I'm going to go through about, a little over 10 cards that I think are going to be key cards in the YCS, and then we're also going to talk about who I think, or what I think will be topping. First thing we're going to talk about, one of the first major cards that's going to be showing up in this YCS is this little lady right here. Tour Guide, of course, we all know about the shenanigans that Tour Guide can bring. It's become even more broken with releases of new cards such as Rescue Rabbit, and we know it can be splashed into so many decks. Plants, agents, TGs, all kinds of stuff can run this card. All kinds of stuff. You can throw Tour Guide into almost anything and make it better, a little bit more consistent. So Tour Guide is going to be really good, and along with Tour Guide, this card is most likely going to make its debut as a big card, Wind Up Zen Mains. It's rank 3, so it's perfect for Tour Guide. He's basically a big booty, 2100 defense, 1500 attack if you like that. 2 level 3 monsters, and he says if this face-up card on the field will be destroyed, you can detach an Xyz material from this card instead. Once per turn during the end phase, if this effect was used this turn, target a card on the field and destroy it. So one good thing about him is he's essentially like, sort of like a +1, a +2, depending on how you look at it. Because you're going to stop like if they've summoned a monster to attack you, or if they've used a dark hole or a smashing ground or something along those lines, you're going to negate that card, and then you're going to blow another card up at the end of on your end phase. So I mean, it's really good, and it will come out with Tour Guide. This is going to be maybe an accompaniment to Leviathan Dragon. I'm not going to say a replacement, but an accompaniment. Maybe if you have choice, it could be between Leviathan Dragon and this. So who knows? Also, speaking of Tour Guide, it's going to make this guy really, really good. Rescue Rabbit, we all know what he does. He brings out dinosaurs, goes into the Xyz monsters, causes shenanigans, really broken card, and he is freaking adorable. Look at that. Anyway, he brings out a Volzar Logia, which is going to get a chance to be shown off at this event. It's a rank 4 that's basically a walking Solemn Judgment, and also Evolzar Dolka, which is a walking Divine Wrath. But also, one thing that ties both of these guys together and can make both of these guys so good is this card, of course, Levier, because you can detach your material to bring back the rabbit after you have already used Rabbit's effect once to bring out Dolka or Logia, and then you detach by summoning your Tour Guide, bringing out your Sangan, Xyzing into Leviathan, detach, bring back the rabbit, Rabbit's effect, go get your other Gobazels or Sabrosauruses or whatever, go into the other Xyz, whatever, all kinds of shenanigans there. So that whole area right now is going to be a big center of this event, and we're going to see how it comes out. The next thing I'm going to talk to you guys about are 5 sort of tech, not really tech choices, but just cards that are sort of staples or techs right now. The first one, of course, being Maxi. This card has been climbing in price, and it's an extremely good card. Lets you get multiple draws, and it will put these shenanigans either to a stop, or you will plus like crazy off of it. So it's definitely going to be a really good card in this format, as Billy Break has demonstrated in the last 2 YCSs. It's been phenomenal, along with this card right here, Effect Veiler. Now, some people say it may not be as good because of like the plant matchup. It's not amazing in the plant matchup, but if you use it right, it really is. It can stop them from going off with their dandelion plays. You know, dandelion. Maybe they, I don't know, foolish burial it, whatever. They try to go lone fire on you. Nope, sorry, blah blah blah. So anyway, it's going to be a good card this format, and it's also going to help shut down, you know, the rabbit, the logia, the Zenmains, whatever the case may be. It's going to help shut all those guys down, rabbit, everything else. Also, this is going to be a big card. It's been a big card the whole meta so far, but Thunder King Ryo. A lot of people are going to be running this in 2s and 3s more and more and more in all kinds of different decks. Even plant decks are maining 2, some are maining 3, some are maining 2, siding a 3rd, and siding in like Doom Caliber Knight. So it's going to be a really good card all around. Stops all the shenanigans that we've been talking about also. Next card I'm going to talk about is Bottomless Trap Hole. Bottomless Trap Hole, I think, will be getting a lot more play, probably in the side decks, but a lot of play nonetheless, because it will stop a lot of the cards that are going to be coming out right now, that are going to be being used. It'll, you know, take down the Thunder Kings. It'll take down Christia. A lot of other things like that, which are going to be really, really big. It could take down a lot of the Xyz monsters, your synchros. So Bottomless may be making a resurgence to get that stuff removed from play. And then also, if you use Bottomless and you're playing like plants or something like that, go into Levier and use Levier's effect to bring back their target. You know, and then also a card I wanted to talk about that I'm kind of confident in this YCS is Enemy Controller. Now, obviously, it depends on the deck you're playing, but I think that the strong deck right now is plants, obviously, but also it can be used in a lot of different decks. And what's so nice about it in plants is to basically Enemy Controller, take their card, Xyz with one of your monsters, Synchro with one of your monsters, whatever the case may be. Give them your Spore, something like that. Attack over the Spore, remove your Dandelion, bring Spore back, Synchro with something else on the field. It can work with Glow Bulb, it can work with the Scapegoat tokens. It can work with lots of different things, Sangan. So, I mean, Enemy Controller, I think, will also be kind of a rogue card that we will see here and there that will prove to be very good. Now, guys, this is already almost an 8-minute video, so these cards, all right here, I think are going to be very prosperous in this event. Now, what do I think is going to win? Well, in the top 32, top 64, I think we're going to see a mixture of plants, agents, anti-meta. Some Gravekeepers may even make it in there. With all the plant stuff and everything else that's going on, all the graveyard abuse, a lot of people may not be running those 3 MSTs or something like that. So I think I'm going to call Gravekeepers having a good chance to be sort of a rogue deck. And I'm going to say that we may see some heroes in there of some kind in the top 64, maybe only like 1 or 2. And then I think we'll see a couple of Dark Worlds. I don't think Dark Worlds are going to top, but I think we may even see one or two as high as the top 16. In the top 16, though, I think our main decks are going to be Rabbit, Plants, and Agents. I think we're going to see a lot of those. I'm going to give Rabbit a shot. I'm going to say somebody breaks Rabbit along with the whole deck and comes up with a really good build. They've had a little bit of time to make it. But all in all, I think the finals is going to come down to Plants. I think Plants are going to win the 3rd YCS in a row. The deck is too good right now. It's too consistent. Too many outs to too many things. And that, all in all, is just a good recipe for success when it comes to a YCS event. Also, numbers are going to play a factor. There are going to be a lot of people at this event playing Plants, which is going to make it a huge advantage for those players. Agents are still very good with Gachi, and you know, Christia, everything else. It's a really, really good deck, but I think Plants are going to take it in the end. So anyway, guys, I hope some of these card choices helped you. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're going to YCS Kansas City, comment in the comment section below. Please remember to thumbs up, because I love seeing those thumb ups, and be sure to subscribe up top. Go check the channel out for many other videos that are coming out really, really soon, and stay around this Tuesday for about 7 to 8 box openings of Photon Shockwave. Check out my trade binder, everything else on the page. See you guys in the next video.